The worst, which one? The Auditor General?
No.
The Sraj?
No, when you came into office, the people you also threw away.
30,000.
Based on the fact that they were appointed from the 7th of January. No. You see, we always have to look at Ghana first.
But you, the politicians, don't do that.
He was looking at Gold Coast.
Wow. We always look for Ghana first.
You are looking for Gold Coast.
Okay.
First.
Have you been able to convince yourself first, convince the people of Ghana that these withdrawals are proper? I think that's the topic.
But you did the same.
Yeah. Are you now saying by this question? Are you now saying that if, assuming without admitting that that was the case, that clothes you with the right to do what you are doing now?
Exactly not.
Precisely. And that's the focus of the discussion.
But I'm saying that's what they are telling you.
Yeah, but you can say whatever you want to say.
You don't have the moral right.
We do.
To pontificate as you do. And I was looking at something really very interesting. In Afenyo King's letter, guess what? The case is using to persuade the president is the case that CDD put up a coalition to fight against the removal from office by President Akufo Addo. He was using the Daniel Yao Domelevo case to persuade the president that the Supreme Court said it is wrong to do these things. And I even also suggested that there was this case of the Theophilus Donko, which Eduji Tamaklo conducted.
Yeah.
Another way, unlawful removal of people perceived to be NDC from office.
But go back to some of the case at the Bank of Ghana. Go back to that stage.
I have said a number of times.
To see that it is not peculiar to one government.
No, and those are high office people. But I'm making the point to you that
the argument even made here seem to fuse the fact that some are political appointees and whatnot to public service appointees. It is fused. There
is the recruitment issue also. And in that area, I have pointed to the fact that I have actually been a lawyer in some of these cases where the NPP, first the NDC came into office, and then there were people who had been recruited. They just drove them away. I had to go represent them. Then
when you represented them, what was the outcome?
The outcome was a positive outcome.
Precisely. So I think that is the focus.
The NPP managed to get back into power. They repeated the same thing. Also drove out the people they suspected to be NDC. I had to go and represent them again.
And the outcome was?
It was a good outcome because that is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, precisely. So why don't we focus on that? Why, if we are really resetting Ghana, why don't we focus on that? The fact that the right thing has to be done. You cannot say that everyone appointed from the 7th of January onwards, when even you were declared the president, 2 days or so after that. You cannot say that everyone appointed on that day is a pardon, and therefore everyone should go reapply because we suspect.
In one case,
that cannot be.
In one case, we through an injunction process stopped the state institution from removing those people unlawfully. After a long period when the case was dragging, as is normally the situation around, sometimes they constituted a process to make sure that those people were removed through due process. Then they brought in the NPP people to take over.